Match 54 on Wonder Wins presents ESPN Cricinfo Fantasy Pick of the IPL. Sunrisers, Hyderabad, Royal Challengers, Bangalore. Let's build our fantasy team. Dan Vettori to help me out. Let me have a look at some interesting choices for captain and vice captain. And Aiden Markram is our recommended captain. That's an out-of-the-box sort of choice, even though he played well, that 40-odd in the last game.
I think he's played well the whole time, and maybe with the added responsibility of bowling, with the fact that Washington Sundar looks like he's out, so he may get a chance to pick up a wicket, but his batting's been exceptional.
All right, so Dan's not as averse to picking Aiden Markram as captain. Let's see what your other options are. Before that, quick reminder on Wonder Wins, 100 credits to build your fantasy team. 4 categories of players to choose from: batters, bowlers, wicketkeepers and all-rounders. You can pick a maximum of 7 players from one team in any given contest, and every player's individual credit values are assigned. Let's go to our choices for captain and vice captain. And like I said, Markram is going to be our recommended captain. Dan Vettori mentioning that he could be bowling more now in Washington Sundar's absence. Strike rate's been impressive, over 150. Comes at the back of some good knocks as well in this year's IPL already. Vice captain option is Josh Hazlewood. Doesn't seem to be having a bad game, as Josh Hazlewood had a big say even in the last one. Bowled economically, bowled well against CSK. And of course, you can expect him to get you some points with the phases in which he bowls. To wrap up our top picks, we've got Dinesh Karthik and Abhishek Sharma. DK seems to be back in form after a few off games. And Abhishek Sharma, in spite of a low score last time, has been the in-form batter for Sunrisers at the top of the order. Remember, captains give you double the points and vice captains 1.5 times the points. Our top picks are Markram as captain, Hazlewood as vice captain, Karthik and Abhishek Sharma. Happy with that? Any changes?
No, I like that Hazlewood one. You're right. He hasn't played a bad game, so he just keeps delivering. So he's a solid pick. All
right, let's go to some differential picks. The likes of Sean Abbott and Mahipal Lomror will both fit into your fantasy side at a very reasonable credit value. Lomror had big say with the kind of innings he played in the last game, and if it is Sean Abbott that the Sunrisers persist with, this is a guy who can get you points with bat and ball. Looking at our full team, Dinesh Karthik, Nicholas Pooran, both feature. Pooran at the back of 260s now, and Mahipal Lomror, Rahul Tripathi as batters, Abhishek Sharma, Aiden Markram, Glenn Maxwell, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Josh Hazlewood, Sean Abbott, Wanindu Hasaranga as well in that team. Wonder what you make of that. There's no Harshal Patel, of course, no Virat Kohli, and interesting that we've gone with Sean Abbott there. Would you see that that selection continue?
And no Patidar, who's had two good games in a row. Abbott, I think Abbott's the sort of bowler who can bowl on any stage, and therefore he can be a wicket-taking option. So I like that. I think he came in at 7 as well in the last game, so he offers you a lot of options.
All right, so Dan's happy with Sean Abbott. Find room for him in your fantasy team. If you're not happy, though, with how things are going, just change it up at halftime. Wonder Wins lets you do that. We'll be back with plenty more on Wonder Wins Presents ESPN Cricinfo Fantasy Pick.